everyone, it's Elizabeth Stamps here, and I'm here with Delaware State transfer defensive back Esaias Guthrie and ULM transfer defensive back Keydrain Calligan. So, this is the last day before the spring football game, meaning this is the end of the spring football season. So, just tell me, how do you all feel?
We're excited. We're excited to get out there and play tomorrow. I feel like we came out and competed all camp, grew our bonds, got closer as a family. And just worked for where we just went to work, hit the road running, and so we just excited to get out there tomorrow. Honestly.
Yeah, what he said. I'm just excited to work. I think the fans are gonna show us some love out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a long spring. Everybody been completing their assignments, getting their jobs done. We got some players that came that nobody was expecting them to show up. They showed up. I think it's gonna be a good season for us.
I think it's going to be a great season. So, you say you came from Delaware State. Keydrain, you came from ULM. So just tell me more about, your decision to attend those institutions.
Yeah, everybody's situation is different. Mine was kind of crazy just being that I was the type of player who went All-American from that school. And so people weren't really expecting me to leave in the middle of the season like I did. And so, different things just kind of evolved. As far as my family-wise, as far as the program itself. And so I just had to make a decision for myself and for my family that was best for me. And so, when Coach TC got the job, he just hit me up, let me know what was up. He was just a straight shooter, you know what I'm saying? He didn't promise me nothing. He didn't tell me, he didn't sell me no dreams, none of that, you know what I'm saying? He just told me how it was going to be and what to expect. And then low-key, the fans kind of did the rest, you know what I'm saying? They feasted at recruiting on Twitter, so I love it. I love the decision I made, and I wouldn't do anything different. I wouldn't change.
My decision was made out of high school. Made me consider ULM was my family and also my coaches. Due to the fact that I started playing football late, so it was like they was thinking what's the best opportunity for me, what's gonna help develop me, and also through my years at ULM, I met a couple players that sharpen my skill sets, help me evolve as a player. So that's why it's really a good thing I kind of went to ULM. And then what made me choose Jackson, I feel like a real family oriented vibe. I really feel that Coach TC get me here. That was big.
Okay, and how did you all's playing experience at y'all's previous school, how did it help shape you for your future here at Jackson State?
It's kind of different. I'm coming from a totally different type of school. I'm still coming from an HBCU, but I'm definitely not used to 20, 30,000, 40,000 people being in the stands. So for that perspective, it's definitely going to be different. But as far as football goes, football is the same everywhere in the sense that it's only but so much you could do as far as scheme-wise. And so a lot of the stuff we do here, we did in my old school. We just called it a different thing. And so I just had to match the terminology and switch the vocabulary a little bit. So I was able to just do that and then just hit the road running after that, honestly.
I came from FCS football, so I played some big games. I played Alabama, Texas, Kentucky. Played some big games with a lot of people. So I feel like crowds, fans, it's normal, but it's not normal because at my old school, ULM, the fans weren't really into the sports and all that. So it was the games was it was dry. It's I'm not even playing a game, I'm practicing for real at the games. So I feel like that's what I'm saying.
Okay, and it says you missed the 2022 football season at Delaware State, which I believe it was kind of unexpected for you. But, sometimes a setback sets us up for a greater comeback, and we're witnessing that right now with you. So just explain your off season, in preparation for your next football season, physically, mentally.
Mentally, it was kind of different, you know what I'm saying? Playing football your whole life and then go ahead and deciding that, hey, I'm just going to take this season off for personal reasons and different reasons with it. Program. It was kind of different. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? That was my escape. But I just used the fact that I'm a father. I'm a new father, and so I just tried to hone in on being a dad during that off season. Not the off season. Well, for me it was off season. So honing on being a dad and actually just being a fan of football again. Just finding love for the game again. Going to different games. supporting different people, supporting my old teammates. You know what I'm saying? I was like almost at every one of the games, and so that was big for me, just to get my headspace right, and keep me involved within the game, keep me around the game that I still love.
And who or what was your driving force, like, that helped motivate you during this comeback?
Definitely my mom, my family. They was on me a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? So it was big. But then also, like I said, my son. You know what I'm saying? He kept my mind off it when it needed to be off it. And so yeah, I mean that was big. Honestly, if I didn't have my son, I probably would have stayed away longer for different amounts of reasons. Honestly.
Okay, so Keydrain, you were considered a Westgate star at your old high school, and you played 3 different sports. I didn't even know you played football, basketball, and track. You were an all-district defensive back, all-state in basketball, and you won the state championship. So just tell us, the things that you like most about playing each of these sports, and how did you balance your time?
Me, I was like, I knew I didn't want to go home after school, so I was like, what could I do to better myself as as a person, and not really just be at home doing nothing or getting into trouble. So I was like, I'm gonna just try multiple sports out. First I was just all into basketball. Then my coach was like, you're a very athletic person. So I was like, I'll try track. Then I made some progress in track. I did some things I wasn't expecting to do. Then my coach, Ryan Antoine, he's kind of like my cousin, he's in my family. He was like, I think you should tackle the field. I'm like, I think I should too. I came out there. It was weird at first, cause I'm not used to all this contact, people touching me. I'm a basketball player. I'm not used to all that. So I ain't gonna lie, I quit it a couple times. I was mad. I walked up the field. I didn't want to come back. But then he sat down. He talked to me. He was like, I know you like basketball. I love basketball. So you're a great player, but it's where you I feel this football is where you should be. And I was I started thinking as the years passed, in college, I was maybe he was right. Well, he was right. Yeah, that's really, and how I balanced my time was just made sure I get enough rest, made sure I'm not really out doing things I'm not supposed to be doing, sticking to the script really. That's really what it was.
Okay, and it says you talk about your son a lot. So what major role and impact has he played, in your career and your life as a whole?
A major one. My 2021 season, I think it was, when I had my son. So I had him going into that season. I had him August 17th. I had to take a couple days out of fall camp in order to go, witness the birth of my son. And so that was hard, being a dad and trying to go through a freshman season, adapting and managing being a dad, being a football player, being a student, So it was times where I had to be up from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m., making sure my son was cool, making sure I got to the workout, making sure I got to practice, making sure I got to class. Just being able to juggle all that kind of just taught me how to be a man, taught me time management, taught me how to, just to adapt in different situations. And so now I'm just able to, skate through different things and not really panic, because I know how to tackle the hardest thing of all, which is, having a kid, So I'm still battling, I'm still learning though, for sure. He teaches me new things every day, he gives me new struggles, but he definitely taught me a lot. He continues to teach me a lot. And so that season was big for me. I went and got All-American that season. And so for me, it was more so I was an All-American dad than I was an All-American football player. And so that was just huge, for sure.
That's good right there. And then Keydrain, okay, you play under a legend son, Bobby Bowden's son, Terry Bowden. How was that experience?
The experience he was a great head coach. He made sure every player was in line. Everybody was trying to be different. And that, he taught me not to I know everybody has their alter egos. Everybody wants to show who they are, but it's that's not big. That's not bigger than the team. You don't want nobody that's bigger than the team. And I took that into consideration. I don't want to be bigger than the team. I want to be a part of the team and help it win. I don't want to be bigger than the team at all. So he was a great coach though. He was a great coach.
And I don't believe you were playing during the 2021 fall football season when ULM played Jackson State, but I'm pretty sure you saw that game.
Yeah,
so, like, what did you think about the game?
Honestly, I was like, man, they was getting there with us at first. They was getting there with us. It was a tight game.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple plays in my first time playing. It was straight, but that's when I knew it's like Jackson State had some dogs. They had some dogs. For sure.
So, did you have any idea in your mind that you'll be playing for Jackson State football in the next couple of years?
I had no idea, like none. I said to myself, like before the game, I said to myself, I probably wouldn't even go to Jackson State. And now look at me now.
At Jackson State, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy how it worked like that.
So, Esaias, you were an All-American defensive back. I'm sure there are other athletes and young men that are looking up to you. What advice would you give to them, if they're trying to be in the same position and get the same honors as you?
Work and grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got different situations, but for the most part, we play sports because we trying to get away from something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we hiding from something. And so that struggle is what builds us to be the great athletes that we are, but in other areas we lack. You know what I'm saying? So just try to be a good all-around person. Try to be a well-rounded person as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to go into different rooms and talk and speak to different people. You know what I'm saying? Because of this sport. And so I had to learn how to really speak and learn how to articulate myself in different ways. And so that helped me also cope in areas where I was lacking as well. So just being able to really just go through different areas. You know what I'm saying? Football is a game of life. You know what I'm saying? So just be able to, navigate life. You know what I'm saying? Like, teach yourself how to navigate life through whatever's going on around you.
So, Keydrain, a lot of times when people think about Louisiana, first city they think about, New Orleans. But you're from New Iberia, I believe.
Yeah.
So, just tell us a little more about your city and what does it mean to you wholeheartedly?
My city, like, a lot of people really don't make it out of my city. It's like a lot of violence, a lot of shootings, a lot of killings. A lot of people, like, go down the wrong path, hang around the wrong group of friends. My city, like, it's like real, it's like, it turns like, it's like real pressure, like, it turns to like a diamond for real. Because I feel like nobody, like, everybody got their cities, everybody got their hoods in the cities. But I feel like the stuff that happening, like, New Iberia, I feel like it's real different. Like, I feel like it really, like, involves and, like, turn people into, like, animals. Like, not only in sports, but, like, in the business, entrepreneurs and different things like that. So that's how I think about New Iberia. Like, it's my city, that's where I'm from. I love New Iberia.
So now we're getting into the interesting questions that are for both of you. So the first one is, like, who are you? We see you all around campus. We see y'all on social media. We see you all, like, within football, but you all have lives outside of football. So who is Esaias Guthrie? Who is Keydrain Calligan?
First thing first, I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm always mention that. I feel like that's my biggest accomplishment in life. I also own businesses in different aspects, different things. I own a car rental business. I own a jewelry manufacturing business. Just being able to bring some money in while I'm, playing football and still be able to take care of my son. But I'm a well-rounded person. Some people kind of think like I'm cocky or conceited, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the case, really. I just walk around with a different chip on my shoulder,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just come up to me, speak to me, and you'll realize that I'm not what I perceive to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very down-to-earth person that'll talk to anybody. Honestly, I love conversation. I love to hear people's stories because I can take a little bit of something from everybody in my experience. I just try to learn from everybody as well.
I'm very chill. I'm a quiet person, really. I really don't. Like, people see me around campus. They probably never seen me before. They probably never heard me talk before. I mean, I really like to keep it that way. So, like, I really don't be trying to like get into it with people. I like to stay drama free. Really. Like, a lot of stuff be happening on campus. Like, I try to like avoid everything and really just keep my focus on the main goal and why I'm here. That's really what it is. Really.
So mental health among athletes has been a big thing. Like, it's a big movement going on. So I know a lot of times, athletes, they feel like they have to continuously portray that image that fans want to see. A lot of fans, they don't really think about you all's mental health. It's a lot about, what they're doing on the field. That's like a main thing that people really think about.
Yeah.
So are there any, struggles that you all have overcame, like, in order to get to where you all are now? Because I know a lot of athletes continuously struggle with that. So what advice do you have for them?
I honestly, I never really experienced like the bad part of mental health until I did, do my little off season or sit out last season. You know what I'm saying? And I realized exactly what this sport meant to me. And so I just found love in different areas, really. You know what I'm saying? I talk to people. And that's the biggest thing. I feel like being able to talk to people. A lot of people leave a lot of things inside, so it builds up and it builds up until you can't take it no more. Even if it's writing stuff down in a book or going back and just going through your day mentally, like, all right, different little area and checks. You know what I'm saying? How I did this, how I did this, how I did this. How can I grow from this? How can I change this? Different things like that. I feel like helps as well. Honestly, yeah.
Me personally, I feel like a lot of things stem from the game of football. Like a kid could go home and like just because he's not doing well in the sport, he'll go home and like it'll mess with him, like, it'll mess with his mind. He'll think maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm letting my parents down. But that's really not the case. It's just like the game of football is like it really changed people's lives. It make people's lives better or it make it worse. And I feel like my advice to other athletes that's trying to take another step into their football or any career that they're trying to pursue, I feel like it's just like make sure you have God in your life.
Right.
Make sure God is like prioritizing your life. Because without God, nobody's really nothing. That's how I feel.
Facts. Okay, so you all have been in Jackson for quite a while. So what are some of y'all's favorite things, favorite restaurants in Jackson, favorite spots? Like, what are your likes about Jackson?
I don't do too much. I'm kind of like Key when it comes to like on-campus stuff. Like a lot of people don't even know I go here. Tell you, like, if you don't like really a big fan of the football team or something like that, you probably won't even know I'm here unless you see me like walking to the library doing something like that. But I'm definitely like an M-Bar regular. Like I go to M-Bar at least like 3 days a week. That's my spot. You know what I'm saying? They treat me well in there. They show me love. But it's just a good vibe in there. Good people. I get to talk to people. Get to meet different people. Like I said, that's kind of my little thing. So M-Bar is definitely my spot for sure.
I never really been to anywhere like for real. But I will be somewhere Saturday night. Saturday night. You can catch me M-Bar. You might catch me on top of this building.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, but I never really been out in Jackson yet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hope, you know what I'm saying? As the time me being here, we'll check out some other places.
So what are you all's game day rituals? Like something that you have to do on game day?
I gotta use the bathroom right before the game. Y'all know it's kind of, y'all know what I'm talking about. I gotta use the bathroom right before the game just to make sure I'm good. I definitely get OD anxious right before the game, and I play it in thousands of games, but it happens every game. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that just keeps like the freshness of it. You know what I'm saying? The butterflies. You know what I'm saying? So like, I love that still happens to me. I'm not, just getting. It ain't becoming normal. You know what I'm saying? Like this is still something that kind of scares me. And so once I get that first hit, it kind of goes away. But I definitely be having these bathroom right before the game.
Some of my game rituals, I just sit in my locker. I think about something that I failed in, like to give me like an extra motivation, like my why, like why I'm doing this. Like I'm trying to help my parents, I'm trying to change the way how young men and children think, how they go on with their life. So I just sit down there and I think. And that's when I start putting on my music. I usually start off slow, like some throwbacks, some R&B. That's when I pick it up. I pick it up getting closer to the game, to young boys, you know the whole nine. And I'm really just calm before the game. I don't really be like lit until I walk out and I see like all the people in the stands. And that's when I be like, oh, it's real. It's time.
Right. Right, and like you said, like it's definitely gonna be a different atmosphere. Like when you walk out there, Jackson State fans, they're gonna go crazy. Like their support during the game, it's just a whole different atmosphere. Like you can't really explain it until you're actually there. So that brought me to my next question. Like, what's your game day playlist? Like, what are you listening to?
I listen to a lot of gospel. Leading up to the game, all throughout the day. And then right when I get like into the locker room, I turn on to like you said, some slow stuff. I listen to Adele a lot right before the game. And then like usually it's music playing out there like when you warming up and stuff. And so that's when I'll get into like the fast stuff and the upbeat stuff. But yeah, I mean Adele and gospel is really what I listen to.
To me, I think about like the calm before the storm. So I'm just chilling. I might throw some Janae in there. Some scissor, just to calm my mind down. And then like I put on my pads, I go to no cap. He like in the middle, like he not too fast, not too slow, it's like perfect. And right before the game, he's looking for Raiders on my city, yeah, you know, the regular young boy, the Jeremy. That's my playlist for the game.
Okay, and I feel like you all are these type of athletes. You know, besides your equipment bag, all these athletes, they have their other bags. Like, what's inside y'all bags?
So I mean, in my equipment bag, I only put like my shoulder pads, my helmet, and then my knee pads and my girdle. That's all that's in mine. And so I probably had 2-3 pair of cleats in my book bag just to. Because I never really finalized what I'm gonna wear for the game until I'm in the locker room looking at it. I'm like, oh, this little. I'm asking like, how you feel about this? So I may have 3-4 pair of gloves. I may have 3-4 pair of cleats, some bands, different stuff that go on my head, all types of stuff. Honestly, just to make sure that I can finalize my game day fit while I'm there.
Okay. You know how they say you feel good, look good, you play good. I put the drip in the bag. I'll put the drip in the bag. I put my regular stuff that you put, shoulder pads, cleat, all that.
Yeah.
And I got another bag. Man, socks. Stack socks. Not the regular socks. Stack socks. Mouthpieces. I might change my earring, get some little small earring. I gotta have some flashing.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta have the change popping out the shoulder pad. I gotta have some gotta be out. Yeah, that really be that's in my bag, the drip bag.
Okay.
Drip bag.
The drip bag.
So outside of football, do y'all have any more hobbies, that you love to do?
I mean, football takes up a lot of your time. You know what I'm saying? And so kind of just spending time with the people you playing or with, growing that bond also takes up time too. But then also making sure that while you got a football family, you got a family at home too.
Right.
And so when I'm away from the game, I try to honestly just stay away from the game as much as possible, so that I'm not overly consuming myself with it. At the end of the day, it's still a game. You know what I'm saying? It's still it is what I want to do in life, but it still is a game. I still got a family that loves and cares about me. So I really just spend time with them a lot. You know what I'm saying? We'll go and do stuff. We'll go out to eat, different stuff like that.
Yeah, like he said, just try to not think about the game when I'm not playing the game. So I just play the game. Warzone, Call of Duty, regular. I might play a little Fortnite. I might just it'll take me a little walk around, just look at the scenery, just enjoy the nature, something like that. TikTok, might make a TikTok. I don't know. Might go live. I don't know. Might do something just to, you know what I'm saying, just to relax my mind, relax my body, just have a little fun, laugh a little bit.
So we're finna get into a fun question. I've seen some people answer this question. This is a question some people might like. So for the one, so what do y'all look for in a girl? Like when you're trying to find the one, what do you look for? What stands out?
I think the biggest thing is how people perceive her or react to her. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, when they step in a room, you can feel like the aura and the vibe go down. You know what I'm saying? So we young, so we go to the club or whatever, we may it may be like 5 dudes. You know what I'm saying? We may have a couple females in there, but you know what I'm saying? How the females reacting to her and how we reacting to them, how we can all just vibe and we ain't never met before. Like that's a big attraction to me. You know what I'm saying? Being able to just be around people and just vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people not really like feeling like you're aggressive or feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Like just having, and it's not even saying like you gotta like fall into whatever people want you to be. It's more so just how people like vibe around you without like ever really like meeting you. Like that's big for me.
I feel like a person will never really know. I feel like you'll never really know until like it's really a hard question.
It's a hard question.
Because the one really might not be the one. And you might be talking to the one, and then you see the other one. You see the other one, then you think she the one. So I just believe like how the girl carry herself. Like, I'm big on like. Before I even like try to pursue a woman, I observe them before I even like I see how they move. I'm not trying to like I don't know how to say this. I don't want to turn you know what I'm trying to say, into a wife.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I want to get somebody that's well-rounded, home training, that got a good family, good head on his shoulders. That's what I really look for.
Okay.
Respect.
And you know, Mother's Day is coming up, so what are y'all getting your mother? If it's a surprise, just say it's a surprise. But
I don't know what I'm giving my mom, honestly. I honestly, before you said that, the only person that mentioned to me was my mom, was my son's mom. So like, you know, like I gotta take care of both of them, everybody, all the other mothers in my family. But I have no idea, honestly. So I'm glad you said something, because I'm probably gonna leave here and look and find something for all of them, honestly.
Mama, like, she a woman that like really like have a lot of things, so it's hard to like really just give her a gift for her.
Facts.
And then like I'm a student athlete in college. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? My
ain't
budget,
ballin'. We ain't
I'm
ballin'.
not balling like that. So I don't know. Maybe like something small, just to show that I'm thinking about it, that she on my mind. Some perfume, some flowers. Something small, take out to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Be the little things.
The little things, the small things. The
They
little
appreciate
things
that.
matter, yeah.
and are y'all mama's boys?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I know they say
Oh, for
boys,
sure.
they're most of the time they're mama's boys.
Yes, definitely. And I don't care.
Look, that's a good attitude to
I don't
have.
care.
So this is the last question. So just leave any positive affirmation, you know, to any young man, young athlete that is out there that's watching you all. I know there are a lot of athletes watching you all. So just leave, you know, a positive affirmation for any athletes that are trying to be in the position as y'all are in now.
Everybody's journey different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's journey different. He explained how he was playing basketball and loved it, and he started playing football late. Was you playing like with the junior year of high school? You started? Yeah, I started when I was like 4. You know what I'm saying? And we both ended up in the same spot, but we all had to navigate through different things to get to this one spot. You know what I'm saying? So remember that his journey may be different from mine, but the end goals may be totally different as well. So never hate, never feel like you getting the short end of the stick. Just grind, keep working, stay prayed up, like he said. Keep God number one, and just work. Honestly, like I said, everybody's journey different.
Right.
Yeah, like he said, everybody's journey different. Work. You can't be. Nobody can look at you and be like, he not working. But if you working, they be like, he working. He gonna get it. Like, he gonna give everything he got.
Sure.
And like with the school, like college situation, it don't matter what you do. If you a baller and you showing like you know what you're doing on the field, they gonna come find you. So like a lot of kids don't need to get into the travel by, I need to go to this big school to make it. I gotta go to this big school because all my friends going to the big school. It don't matter where you go. They gonna find you.
So last thing, you know, I just want to, you know, encourage you all to keep being the good young men that you all are. You know, you all have great character, very respectful. You know, you all stay out the way. You can tell you all have one goal in mind. Like, and I can see you all making it to the next level. I'm not going to say if and when y'all make it to the next level because I can see it. So just keep being you all, like, keep being Esaias, keep being Keydrain. So, you all, as I said, I'm Elizabeth Stamps, and I'm here with Esaias Guthrie and Keydrain Calligan. Stay tuned for the spring game tomorrow to see them ball up.